Right. Hello there. My name is Zero. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. In the previous session, we started episode 2, the stolen turnabout. I know I went to 18 again, but we started episode 2, the stolen turnabout. We had a pre-trial investigation to try to find out clues about the stolen Curin Village urn that was stolen by Masque'd. And we are representing Ron Delight, who is being accused of being the mask. As to where urn is, I'm sure all will be revealed in due time, but for now, the courtroom awaits. October 13th, at 9:36 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 4. Hey Nick, when is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the glossy I bought. You bought this? Where? My little tent in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. Oh, you know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Alright, we got a publicity photo. Huzzah. Come on. Wait. I'm assuming this is probably Ron speaking, right? Who's screaming like that? I'm guilty. Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but didn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you. Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me. And he's at it again. I sent a tolling card to Lorley Taylor. I admit it. But don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say of course he did, I'm being sarcastic, but yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure to give me a guilty verdict, please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French at a time. Like, leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. See, actually the thief is, Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie's innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So, why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. Well, for the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. October 13th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 6. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Alright, the one detail I glossed over. We're not facing Edgeworth this time, we're facing someone called Gozot, who has a sick visor, apparently. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to? What a stupid question. What did you just say? Fine. Let me ask you then. Your Honor, are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. I'll probably just wait until I find a voice that sticks with Godot, I guess. Just like me trying to figure out case 1 stuff involving the person we're controlling and Phoenix, but there's different circumstance. But who are you? I am Gotat, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Well, he's the one that Detective Adme was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? None. What did you just say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Quite a again for the beginner, aren't you? And the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Did you know anything? No matter the men, we all wear masks. Either on our face or over our hearts. ... exclamation point. Oh, this guy's a real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. ... question mark. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell. Deep battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before you and your case break in two? ... Well then, let's hear from the first witness. My name is... No one's asked for your name, witness. Oh. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking, we're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness, first let's hear about... what do you know about the thief that stole the gun? Yes, sir. Master's crimes. Master is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling cards before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card onto Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was sir. It fits his MO to a T. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you? Sound like a mug. We're in the middle of a trial, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you could grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Okay, so only coffee. Very well, it's only coffee after all. Danny, you can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed to the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all that we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mass who stole the yarn. Remind me, because it's been a couple days for myself. What evidence do I have to work with? Other than that, we have a picture of the mask. Keycard, wallet, blackmail letter. Camera. Calling card. Actually, I was also curious about something. Age question mark. Alright, fair. Alright, well, in doubt, press. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zivari, author on thieves. ... An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You've got it, pal. Except for maybe for the thief's mom, that is. Is there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zavari, do you? Who is this person? Zavari? He sounds German. His name is Look at Me, sir. I guess I should have made up such a silly name for him. Heck, I guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert he claimed to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Abby stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lily Taylor had received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're actually certain that this card is real? I'm sure you can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about the Massey's emblem. Is fifth heist and your fifth screw up, huh? Objection, pal. Not even fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't even know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the court to note something. You ever get a calling card from this guy? Don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Wow, it looks like he's really got it in from it to Detective at me. Art pieces like what, for example? Well, his first target was a famous tier of Eminem. But it's that. It's not kind of especially salty teardrop. No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bongora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades and the portrait of Mijima, sir. Detective Abby retrieved the portrait of Mijima and returned it to the museum. And the target of his fifth and last robbery was a sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too shy to be hanging out in the underworld. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would just listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, this is calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seems to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. Those are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so since this already seems to fit all these conditions, that's right. It means that Massive Mask is behind it. It definitely looks like it was Massive Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection with Mr. Delight himself. So, even though we know that it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. Okay. I guess this is the first actual case, so I imagine the gloves are off pretty much. And yeah. Objection. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. He said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? Yeah, that's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? And Nick, how could you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Wild Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraiser I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. Oh. Yeah. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Light, you're saying that the death of the sacred art was not the work of Master Mask? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Oh, actually all I did was point out the contradiction. That argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. What is this last probably the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? Getting my voices mixed up with this pass sign. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Goza number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Um, sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that's still to earn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Master Mask? Fake Master Mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Wright. Proof that the person that appeared at Dorothy Taylor that night was actually a fake. But I don't approve of Mr. Goldot's behavior, and his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Alright, looks like I'm about to prove it. They prove that the person at Lord Terror Night was in fact Master Mask. Oh, duh. Take that. Well, the proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use his point and show us about this what was so peculiar. Oh, duh. Well, obviously the box. It's right here, I think. I mean, there's a lot of things peculiar with this picture in my defense. I'm gonna get penalized for that, aren't I? This is so he kind of uses goggles to frame me. Okay, I'm not gonna get penalized. I was gonna say if I get penalized, I'm just gonna reload it, but okay. The paint? No. What is strange about this picture? The time? What is peculiar? I already pointed the blocks, I already pointed the paint. Am I sure it's at the bottom? I'm just doing it wrong. It's right here, of course. Also, take that. Eating Master Mask. I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to look at. Is that the publicity photo I brought this morning? The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on the mask's chest. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. I just pointed at the mask just thinking it was just that. Oh yeah, there is no brooch. Hooray for stumbling into the answer. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the master in the security camera photo, he has no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on the master's calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lord Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this master mask is a fake. I've been fooled again? Sorry, mouth is dry. Order. It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gunshield, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Hey now. You're an all-star. I mean, if you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Galato, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you overlook such a large brooch? What brooch you talking about? Do you mean this? Ah. That's Master's brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. The statue? You must mean the Amy's face statue. Why did you tell me about that? Why did you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. Man, this guy's one cool customer. I swear to coffee. The coffee bit is the one part that shakes me up. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? A friend of yours has pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. Referring to Ronzalite's fingerprints. Nani? Nani? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order court. Let's go. Let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. Yeah, I mean, it appears that I've been torn off some clothing. And there's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Wait, Phoenix, we have a problem. The master's brooch fell in the shadow of the Amy face statue. Looks like it was torn off some clothing. You mess with that. And you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin, or a fiddle, or some other type of stringed instrument. But Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me, but I haven't proved anything yet. Proving your own incompetence, that's good enough. Doesn't sound good at all. Being the next witness into the courtroom. Oh, finally time for today's detective to make his appearance, huh? Ah, great, Detective Narcissus. 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Dot dot dot. And now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zavadi. Truth has once again been adequately revealed to me. What you have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look at Me, a detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. Well, they'd be either best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've had a night to climb you for all alone on security detail. I've heard correctly. My specially made molecules worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. What I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used my emergency phone to notify the police. Well, you didn't get a clear look at the criminal? My specially made molecule never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Master, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security detail that night? Where exactly were you at the time? An attorney question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, you said the same thing yesterday too. Gumshoe also said that he never spotted the thief at the crime scene before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide that last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I'd be putting pressure on the thief. Unless the thief was the only one applying pressure on your pigeony head, that is. In any case. Dazzling descended from where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So when actually he neither danced or descended. Someone please save me. So how is it he didn't notice a thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, but my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his soberly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby debut Ace Stunts. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask, that's all I can recall. Sounded fairly solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured this image perfectly. Should be sufficient, I believe. But as long as the photo's authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, let's go that. Do you have a problem with the photo? Good, then let's continue with the testimony. Attacked and knocked unconscious. And you weren't able to do it then? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been soundly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually yes, by a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. You lost your memory too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I had more brains to begin with. You may have brains, but the wire to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then... About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. Curiosity. Yep. Got rid of once. There's a contract somewhere in this mess, probably. As usual, I have no idea what this guy's saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So it happened during those 30 minutes. No one can say, Your Honor. The span of time has truly vanished into the ether. So what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about the Detective at me. How could he have not noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was not unconscious before he could fight back. That can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Question is, which part of the evidence is the important bit? Oh, yeah, the one part I saw that looks at the timing of the picture. I'm pretty sure it's this bit. No, that's not it. I know from past experience when the music stops, that's when things are right. Probably once again putting the horse before the carriage. No. Keep me secure at 1 AM. Oh no, actually that's right, because it says at around 1 AM. No. Was it this part that's the wrong part? There's a lot of things I just maybe want to just eat evidence. No, not that bad. Just the middle part where you're talking about the sword. Or is it the fourth bit? Actually, the fourth bit is probably the part about just. Is it the last bit or the third part about getting struck from behind? Then it began its turn. The barber struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. I don't want to keep my unconsciously saving, by the way. No, not the picture. No. Like, I know there's something sus because the picture shows that the statue got moved. But I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be pointing that part out. This is the last bit of stuff that cycles back to the beginning of the testimony. Nothing suspicious. How can you have not noticed when the thief came in? He goes down to college before he could fight back. No. Could be one of those I just stumble onto the answer. Even though I noticed something that's clearly wrong about the testimony. You see the criminal's face when it happened. So it's the third part that's something wrong, because so it has to be the third part then. I just had to find the right piece of evidence to eat at the person.
Objection! Objection!
There it is. Objection. Mr. Abby. Could you take a look at this with your special monocle of yours? Zavali, that belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Mask. It is in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty tonight, you, Detective Batman. Detective Abby, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. Wait just a moment, Sir Old-Timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. True measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Yeah, you can only handle one case at a time. Isn't that right? Talk too much. Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. It's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Say the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I agree completely. Fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Fortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. True gentleman fights only with his fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote. Suddenly, Annie didn't catch a glimpse of Master Mask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. That's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Maybe this is the part where I get to sort at them, because that's an obvious thing that we deduced. Also more tense music. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Eloquently, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you're working on a computer? Sensor? What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and escape from. Oh, exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, pipes, and a cat door as well. It hooks up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. It's a lot of hardware. So is it all yours? The Lady Taylor department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged equipment. Huh? Has that cleared up any doubts he had about me, sir lawyer? Okay, what about the computer? So, did the computer belong to Lordy Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me. Well, in that case, he could have easily manipulated that data. What's wrong, sir lawyer? So, what does that mean? Discombobulated. Young people these days, that really irritates me. They all perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway? Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better on old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, looks like we cleared that up. Go on with your test, buddy. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that was hiding in the area. He grabbed a sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that's all twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shido. So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness? You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, because I was a secretary of the Balti Club. I thought if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Master Mask. This guy's a real piece of work. Also, Rebels first, image John Cena's imminent. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? There it is. My opponent was powerful and vicious. You might say he was power-icious. Power-icious. I assumed that at my fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That of course was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. Dude. You were blinded? So what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman. Statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. Wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah, what is it? This look at me guy, he's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Yeah, this is a part I have concerns with.
Objection!
Except it's not that particular bit of evidence.
Objection!
No, or that. Oh, what about the... I never really see what he meant by weapon sense. Well, what is his anime fighting style? Sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But, I suppose I could tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall, that way no one can get behind you. That's it. That's the anime fighting style. I mean, it's important, but I'm not sure how it connects. Of course it's important. We learned to detect the secret's technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll do not use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. Okay, now I see your contradiction.
Objection!
Okay, that was not the objection. He said third eye, that meant camera, but no. Okay, fine, I'll press. So, where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead, if you like. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Sir lawyer, it looks like your creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. So, Mr. Abby got hit in the forehead then? That's what he says. I kind of funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Okay, so it's the last bit, and it has to be the sword then, right?
Objection!
Objection. Detective Batman, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What is this, Sir Lawyer? It's truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you've thrown out the gauntlet of my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. Oh, the coward must have wormed his way into somewhere besides the door. And then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with that gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you in the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I've made another mistake. Doesn't that mean that's not the only strange part of your testimony? What do you mean by that? For example, The very fact that you hit the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. Sad. That's wrong.
Objection.
To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans are machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Objection. Hold on, it's not as pretty as that. Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Tonight, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that is this where I could just save and not get penalized? Okay, cool. Yeah, Mr. Abbey's Master Mask.
Ooh.
Ooh, woo. No. Yeah, he's a fake. This witness doesn't look at me. He's a fake. So now it's not just Master Mask. You're saying I'm a fake too? An ace detective could never be as forgivable as this guy. Monsters like you are often suspicious of others as well. Dude, this is too much. Next, you'll be calling me a fake too. Of course, that's wrong. Yeah, he's not an ace detective. It's probably the third one, isn't it? Truth is, this witness is no ace detective at all. So then, what exactly is saying that I am? Well, an average detective. I have a feeling this is the wrong answer too. How do you see the relevance of that? What are you doing, Nick? Weren't you gonna go on the attack? I was planning on it, but it looks like I'm the one that got attacked instead. Okay. Go figure out. Process elimination. I hit both of that mimes. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective, look at me. True identity is actually Master Mask. Order in the court. Is it right? What is the meaning of this? Well, there are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Abbey's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Now please, the explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Abbey. The truth is that you are in fact Master Mask. But as of right, this photo, it clearly shows Master Mask. This security camera belongs to Lordy Taylor at the department store. He should not have been able to manipulate it. While he didn't need to manipulate it, he gained access to the warehouse under the pretense to provide security. Then he simply dressed up as a thief and stole the urn. So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true witness? The mass memo is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. Yet very clever to come to such a conclusion. I'm impressed, sir lawyer. Nani? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Right, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective at me. Would you assume that... Oh... Not what I was expecting, honestly. Godot Blend 102. My personal favorite. Mr. Godot? Godot or Godot, so I'm uncertain what the actual pronunciation is. The ace detective is actually an ace thief. Smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I question the existence of coffee. I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth, but it is in fact nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Such right. If this detective really is a thief, then show us the proof for your claim. It better be as hot and as perfect as a coffee dripping down your face. Well, Mr. Knight, don't just stand there. It's quite a lot to see the decisive proof you have, quickly. Yes, of course. Big rush. You're right, Nick. Well, Abby's looking pretty valid right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. Can I really do it? Decisive evidence that proves that Look at Me is in fact Master Mask. It smells like a fake and it is a fake, then it probably is a fake. Oh, my mouth's really dry today. I feel like I'm walking into a trap thinking that I have the evidence, but I'm imagining I don't have the actual true evidence. But I'll play ball. Because I remember that being a thing in like the first Phoenix Wright where I got trouble to getting every single bit of evidence and it was like no, you don't have the thing. But I'm willing to see if I'm proven wrong today. Well, as usual, the defense comes prepared, Your Honor. Get it out then. Let's see what you got. These sometimes prove that Master Mask is actually Mr. Look at Me. Take that. Well, here's your proof. What do you think, Mr. Godot? I mean that Mr. Tri is still might sleepy. Perhaps he'd like a big mug of my special Godot blend. Well... No thanks, I'm fine, really. I'm willing to assume I probably don't have what I need, but I have a bunch of really suspicious evidence. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing. That's what I thought. Man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. But perhaps he has some evidence to back up your certain. Good, I need to gotta stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove this guy is a thief. Don't give up, Nick. Just think hard and try again. This is no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you just gonna give up and let us lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? Shoot, I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems a cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. So go, Dot. If you have anything further to add. Who? Who are you? It doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss Light, what are you doing here? Nikki boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, that's sacred urn, Nick. It's the urn. I already see a really big contradiction about the urn. Order. You, madam. That urn. Where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants' ace attorney. Detective, look at me. Desi, you're the best. Yeah, there's a really big contradiction, and I'm not going to point it out because it's a really big, noticeable one about the urn. The pink slosh is also a bit sus because I've seen pink before. But sure, it's the urn. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Abney? Even you're gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Pathetic. Mr. Godot, you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazed me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. Truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Ratme was involved? For casting aspirations that Detective Ratme considered a young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes, what about it? How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As a wife of a criminal, you could have discovered this urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. And Nani, I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more can only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light. Please, Dicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense to these people. Must be some way. Gotta prove that urn was actually in the Abbey Detective Agency. Fingerprints? I could prove what the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, huh? Come now. Really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. Dot dot dot. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it is right? The witness's fingerprints would mean anything? Would you please? Alright, fine. Well, I only have one choice then. I'm sure someone must have left the fingerprints on it. Yeah, I thought it was like a no, choose again. The fans propose that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Does Rachel like? Let me give you a important piece of advice. The one who keeps a cool head all the way until the game's end is the winner. I chose wrong, didn't I? Of course. Wow, even the judge is making cool sappy remarks now. The urn was put in the bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. The person who left the prints on the urn yesterday added me to detective agency. Oh, duh. But wait, that's in the same way that I did it then. Well, I mean, it's the only answered. Ah, bloody hell. Take that. So, what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Amy, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey Nick, come on, open it up. Wait a minute. Can't just open his private property. It's just a fairy deli. It's an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. Well, I was sure that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Abby's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you just say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. My tongue twisters. I apologize until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. Also, kick-ass, take that music. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Abbey Detective Agency. Splendid. Go to Blend 107. I decided it's a little too bitter after all. Order. I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this turn. Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Rice's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. In order to find a rival verdict by genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. And this guy's netter than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Master Mask. Hope you enjoyed my little performance. Oh, well, Mystical Dots, what's Mr. Adley's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. I guess Mr. Delight really isn't a thief. Court finds that the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Not though. You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying. No, he's not. This can't be happening. A thief? The sneaky, odious thief has been stealing all the treasures? It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. I don't know what kind of code y'all think this is, but... Objection? The true identity of the thieves has already been proven. Just hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Mr. Goldot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir? Pepsi Man. No Pepsi Man. We do have you because this guy did eat coffee on my face, but no Pepsi Man. If you're really a man, then clean up your mess. I'm sorry? I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. You're a mess, prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir, I'd be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Well, let's all have a listen to his confession. Okay, sure. Master Mask's identity, as my mouth gets some more water. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't really prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly defended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo, it's me. As for my brooch, I sniped on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. Don't like the direction this trial has taken. This is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. Doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you only gonna get one chance to testify, right? But you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. I think I have a feeling about where to press, but I still have to press it regardless. I mean, where the evidence, but I still need to press. You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity. I mean, believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way her room is stacked down, how could she have not known about it? These are complicated family situations, I suppose. When in doubt, press. So why are you withholding this truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. If that's the case, then why did she ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi's crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desiaholic. And this lady do have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Just continue your testimony, I beg of you. I thought you were gonna be the one to show us the proof. You know that you're the real Master Mask and not some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the righteous claim for a change? Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Light could not commit the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. Time to put it to work already. Well, I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Master Mask. Well, I guess if we had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need a ship strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, You've got no alibi? I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you that I was in Florida Taylor tonight. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the base. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delay when the crime happened anyway? If you can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... do you could prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Do you have any evidence that shows that the defendant has an alibi? I could think of one. Yeah, I could definitely think of one. Well, I have the evidence, or do you still think I'm some sort of third-rate rookie? Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. English the last refuge to the pathetic. That was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Take that. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's... Oh, what is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? According to this letter, at 1 o'clock in the morning on the night of the crime, Mr. Rondelay was ordered to go to the office of KB Security. 1 o'clock in the morning? Correct. Which is around the time the security camera photo was taken. So the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning. Then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No. Furthermore, considering the distance between Lori Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry Butts anyway. Let's go, Dot. Do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it, I will. And he's really got Mr. Light all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. It's true, right? It's true I received that blackmail letter. But whether or not I actually went there is a whole different story, right? Sorry if I'm sounding dramatic. I guess I don't know what I'm talking. That was brilliant. That's right. It looks like you need more evidence after all. That is a stupid kid. Now then, let's see the evidence. Yeah, I have a really big contradiction piece of evidence. Take that. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I've lost it somewhere. Mr. Delight, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. It's an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice you lost your wallet? Let's see. Think it was on the night of the crime? But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 AM at KB Security Headquarters. Nani, surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Light was in fact at KB Security that night. This is indeed sad. Romantics are blind to the reality that lies before them. Nani? What does that mean? Why did Mr. Delight drop his wallet at KB Security? What purpose did it serve? Perhaps it was dropped by his wife to create a false alibi for her dear husband instead. Sorry, but Mr. Delight probably dropped it himself when he went to use this. The keycard at KB Security's CEO office. CEO's office? What's wrong? No snappy comebacks. The fact is that Mr. Delight entered the CEO's office around 1 o'clock that night. Yeah. No. Order. So in the definite underclip, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. Yes, seen as the perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? Say that the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO at a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. Not sure what I think of that. guess I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you'll need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy. No, don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There's someone else who could testify. Person that could testify that the keycard was used. Oh, duh. Take that. Who is this useless looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. Just looking at this picture makes the bottle start to rise in my throat. It's like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security at night. Oh. The question at hand is this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they use in the building at work. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use the card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. I can see there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. You should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. Oh, Mr. Godot. The name of the CEO at KB Security is King Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. That's all it is to show. Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 AM on the morning of the crime. Okay, so it was used at the time and date. Got it. What that means, you can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Mask in this photo. Looks like you're right. 2 minutes easier than that to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Bronson Light was clearly in the office as KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be masked to mask. Job, you did it, Nick. That's enough. I came pretty close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. ... What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Confetti. Guess someone's a besmirched out. Good, it's on the trend. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 4. Nick, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Thank you, boy. Oh, Mr. Light. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I could ever repay you. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. Oh, I just know I'm blushing now. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, pearls. Got bad feelings about this. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. Ow. She stopped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree's Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick? Yes. You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client? No, you've got a... Ouch. Double stab. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back in a decent cut. So right, it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Hey, Ezra, welcome on in. We solved the case, apparently. I mean, I'm still sus because, you know, the urn is, fixed, which is not how I remember it, but we found the urn, I guess. Sorry, the urn details just got me suspicious, but I'm guessing I'm just being, I'm really pushing the dots too much or something like that. I don't know. And please, you're embarrassing me. Well, if we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I'm the thief. Actually, what's it? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Man, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Come on. I just came here to say thanks to my new buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime's over. Huh? Early this morning. Oh, great, and then someone got murdered. I was happy for once that this was a case where no one got murdered. Nope. That detail got thrown right out the window. The body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard the name before? Isn't the name of the CEO of KB Security? Nani? Body? Of course. The estimated time of death was 1 AM on October 12th. 1 AM on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time, a cheap little urn was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Come on, you figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? Nani? October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning. Light was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued of utter rage. What are you saying? Imbued of rage? Come on, tell me you didn't know. Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It's like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief. It's gonna be the news that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way. Can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. No, but I am a thief, but I tell you. Bronze Light, going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time, tried for murder. Oh, what? This can't. It's impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown with Mr. Wright. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? Returning from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Dot dot dot. Nick, how could this be happening? And right in front of our very eyes, our client's been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Ronnie. Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What's gonna happen next? To be continued in a few minutes. I won't save it to this point, but I am actually going to go on break for a few minutes to use the little streamer's room, and we will be back to see what happens next in this roundabout, because I was expecting, you know, a happy ending, or at least a happy ending for this case. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Put some music on in the meantime. I can find it. So yeah, I'll be back in a few. Enjoy the tunes. Okay, I am back. It looks like Legend got second, so let me just cut the music and get back to the action. I also want to get more water because... Oh, hold up, one sec. Right, probably switch things, but I want to get a second bit of water because trying to voice out all that makes my mouth dry. Anyway, there I be again. Let's see how more confusing this trial can get, I guess, or episode. I was thinking open and shut case because like early I wasn't expecting a really complex episode, but yeah, again, getting a rug, getting the meaning mixed up, but getting a rug swept under me or something along those lines. Anyway, October 13th, 3:02 p.m. Right in Kill offices. You know, I'm glad we found the urn out, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand. Looks like he did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder? I think I'm gonna head back to Karen Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I want to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Well, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Miss Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Pearl is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot the murder to solve. Well, there goes the pearls, I guess. Now remember, no fighting, okay? And she's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on the murder investigation. Before I do I have any questions? So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious we should get up there and investigate the murder? Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little man who used to be happy for thinking little bike Nicky boy. Sigh. Well, speaking of asking around, I got a few questions of my own from Mr. Delight. Okay, it's head to stairs, yeah. Cool. Well, you must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. ... question mark. Don't ... question mark at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. He clearly says I am on the urn of the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy like it always used to. Right. Plus the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Well, Mai doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer actually turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. And a repairer is one mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? Well, I'm sure Pearls will find out. We'll find out about that when she gets back to Karen Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Karen Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to True Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a steer medium, you need to go severe training. So, why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? ... That murder in a village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses a curing technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. Well, what's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up. That's all. Sounds like being a massive cure is going to be a heavy responsibility. Okay, we have options. I guess the first thing is probably go see what's happening with Ron, I guess. I already told you, it's not me. Zap helpful why not typers into silence. Well, it sounds like they're working on Mr. Delight right now. Yeah, we don't have enough time as it is. Well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was a thief, and now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. The guard over there looks a bit on edge too. Alright, we'll just have to come back later. Alright, let's go check some other place, Nick. Alright, Mrs. Light, I guess. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. Mr. Light. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help at beating herself up, Baka. Nicky boy, please. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll walk around and see what I can find. Really? You're serious? I'm so happy. And you asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side. Listen carefully, Naked Boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him snapping and screaming, "Please die." He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, it's just a fancy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. And Nani? How dare you say it to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the demon type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Nani? Get what? I just can't understand how they could be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Right now, Naked Boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. Nani? For you? Okay, I have more questions than answers, but I'll look at the other ones first before we dig into that. Man, I hate these kind of people more than anything. You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves? No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. I think I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Batman's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went in to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Master Mess is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. And Detective Abby knew more about Master Mass than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So we went there to ask him some questions. That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save a man. His secretary said that Ace Detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't call that office a visit hideout. The bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Alright, we saw that bag out there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin the crime on someone else. Mr. Light, do you know about KB security? Don't be silly. Of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she still thinks he still works there, huh? Yeah, according to what we heard today. I'm not gonna voice act that because we just saw it before I went on break, but I did catch that detail. He was a professional guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. Looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. KB Securities is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle that is. Well, Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it a KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't you give me a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Well, she told us the location at least. Yeah, okay, let's tell her right away, Nick. Curiosity. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Light? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind of just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I was in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Light come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. You went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please stop it, he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. Oh, that high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, it's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. It's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. Well, with my possibility, I always seem to loom with a not so distant creature. Well, I was thinking maybe it was gonna be something more ominous, but alright. It's not as ominous. Let's go actually go to the scene of the crime. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? Man, the walls in here look thick, like you just like you expect in the CEO's office. What does that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Oh, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like... Oh, that was great. You guys got what you guys deserve, pal. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Well, anyway. The point is if I tell someone... I can tell when someone puts their hearts into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Well, I had no idea that Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Well, now this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. I mean, come on, what about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now. We need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was a CEO at KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 o'clock this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 o'clock in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened exactly the same time that Master was still in the urn, huh? Time of death, October 12th, 1 o'clock. Caused cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Ouch. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? No, it is pretty big. Nobody have heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. And why stream must beat up shape when he fell out. I think you still need some more information about Mr. Bullard. If we could start by getting the man's name right. So, what happened to Master Mask? He said that attention standing screaming like a madman. Investigate me again? He's yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you must mean that detective at me. That was great. I got what you deserve. Now that's a detective I know and love. Think about it. Amy was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you know he was a thief. Well, that would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen items he's bragging about. Yeah, he did that just to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tier of Element case. There was a witness in that one. A witness? Yeah, right. Save the newspaper clipping. Since the thief's already under arrest, you guys can keep it. This guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now just... Oh, that was a minus. That was a minus side, oops. It is pretty hard to see, but now that she mentioned it, I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So, who is that Java-addicted mass maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot? It's quite the enigma, huh? Thing is, pal, I never even heard the guy before. Just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. It's true. According to his records anyway, but in a way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me, they all just turned the other way. And poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. Well, this Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. The plot thickens. Alright. Well, I see this. This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it opened? I don't think so. So, you mean... Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? Think about it. That guy was laying in here all night. Yeah, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, so? Well, if Mr. Buller's body was hidden in here, it must have mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so. I got some bad news for you, pal. You ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open a safe, pal. Yeah, and... Everyone that knows how to open a safe had airtight alibi that checked. Everyone except one, that is... I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron Delight. Inani? Ron Delight? He was a security chief? Ron, so... he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for running on your radar, pal. Wow, look at that huge frame photo. Child Mountain's rising majestically over a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title right at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? that was his best sunrise. Here, this guy didn't really get out enough, or he had really bad luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Of course you will press it. Hey, cut it out. Don't press that. It was pretty funny. I never knew Taylor Gunship could jump like that. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says right there on the panel. Oh, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? Cell alarms are connected to the basement guard room. It uses some security up here. Really? Then it's possible to deny a crime? Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, you think that maybe he pressed that buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. You better go talk about the... I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. It's connected to the basement security guard office. No fingerprints. This looks like some kind of bookshelf / rolling cabinet hybrid. I get between these two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying. Looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? It looks like they're filled with a bunch of files. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs that were hired to handle. It'd be a good night's reading if he got a Samya. I was hoping for something a little more exciting, like UFOs or something. Oh, this must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Yeah, it looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some stones. Move it. Ah, that's a life. The victim sat in a chair just before he was brutally killed, you know. Eep. Something else to note? Nope. A real fancy chair. And check out this big thick binder here. You have to lifting to me, Nick. Well, reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard in the eyes. Yeah. Oh. What did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about best to best. It's filled with info on them. Naughty? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Hey Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Edmonton, 100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasure at Masque'd Stone. So then 100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know, but the number seems kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Okay, and that's all she wrote, looks like. Actually, what if I show you, this? That was his first size, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was gonna get him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness. By witness, you mean the guard in this photo? Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Masque'd. When you got away anyway, huh? That guard. Got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately. See that gumship about this right here? Oh, okay, it's not relevant for you for at the moment. Wait a minute, Maya. What's wrong? We copied a data wealth mission. Don't show it to him. He might get mad at us. So, what are you two whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. It's just my billfold. Billfold. It's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. Now, I really want you to show it to me. Okay, not relevant. Guy's a real puzzle if you ask me. Then maybe I should be asking you. Do you know something about him? Why would I know something? Well, it sure sounded like you two knew each other from the way you acted today. It's Mr. Godot that acts like he knows Nick, not the other way around. Exactly. Think I remember someone like him. I still say the whole thing's a bit suspect. Is that a gumshoe? Tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard. That's Shane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh yeah. Victim in his case just doesn't make that much of a impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body was discovered till this morning. And we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick, now's the chance to get more information on the victims. Hurry up and ask. Oh, okay. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had a chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grabber. Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Stop leaning in toward me like this. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Ooh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah, oh, and KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask. Nani? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So really it was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? About the blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway? Well, Mr. Delight used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he was being blackmailed. Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now. No. Alright. Okay, so I don't know more than that. Okay. Unless... No, what I have is mostly just relevant to... Wait, what about the card? This is proof that Runtelite was here at the crime scene when the murder happened. So while in his card, huh? Think we need to ask Mr. Light some more about these two things? Okay. Charisma can still go to the exhibit, but let's go to the guard office first. Wow, this is really something else. For a security guard office, it doesn't feel very secure. Maybe security guard? Oh wait, I just remembered. Larry might be... Hey Nick, what's up? Of course. Great, so he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? Oh, and you got my sweet little Maya with you too. Hi Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. Got no problems with a daytime date, it's all good. Larry, please. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the bully murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? You're so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, I've got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. But Nick here's a different story. Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then and this is now. Fine, I'll buy it. So, what's this good info you're talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I kinda just give away information for free. He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry just challenged already. What's good info? Yeah, I like that. This kid has got some class. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Bronze Light was an employee here. And actually, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Bronze Light was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gone fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. And no, that's just you. So what's it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. I just have to keep my eyes on these monitors all the time. Monitors? There are security cameras sitting in each room around the building. It's really hard, and I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. If I see that's suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. So, you were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? It's just a part-time job for me. I can't operate the equipment, and I'm done. Well, even if it's a part-time, even if it is part-time and you're dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Give me a break, don't try to pin the whole thing on me. Not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is that you were here that night, right? Right, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I was saying, that was in and this is now, okay? Okay, it looks like I'm about to break a cycle looks after all. That's all I'm at around. So things right on this poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, that sounds serious. Well, let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. And number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. And number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, bind the donuts by thy superior upon command. Ah, great, Wendy. It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor. She's one tough little bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you'll come face to face with a real genuine ray gun. Yeah, it sounds scary, right? Well, fortunately she's on vacation, so that's why I'm so relaxed right now. Thank goodness. Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right. Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever? Yeah, sure, I was told to never ever touch a lever. She scowled and huffed at me. The terrible happened if you do. Got it, Greenhorn? So, why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't a suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what happened, huh? It's true, it's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. Those screens there show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? Well, if anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey, right, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking, it was a professional investigation, alright? That's a partner seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady. There's tea spilled all over the machine, you know. Ah, don't worry about it. Just the other day I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. That's really how they know how to build them, I guess. Right, it's not relevant. Not relevant. Your superior is really relevant, sure. Your own portrait is not relevant. Alright, got it. You know, I'm curious, so we'll go back to exhibit. Not sure why I want to come back here though, but sure. Treasure of current exhibit's all ruined now. Maya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirituality. Maybe I could share out somehow. Well, maybe now that we got the secret room back, maybe I can reopen it. Really? Sure. Maybe we can label it the Urn of Master's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. That's brilliant, Nick. We could clean it up and we'll be filthy rich. Woohoo. That was surprisingly easy. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. And Miss Ashes. What's she still hanging around here down here for? Or was she still hanging around down here for? How's it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, right. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean? Oh, that. Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes, it was brought in during the trial today. Really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. I just heard about it all over the news. So the detective was actually a thief all along? Well, it looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring demands to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself, you were just doing your job. Hey Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Batman again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that Master's calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Abby must have really wanted the sacred urn after all. I guess so. What? So Master's murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought he was here selling earnings at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything's possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of death, do you notice anything suspicious about Detective Batman? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he operates. Oh, he claims that's the way he operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi when he confesses the depths himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Massive Mass pretty well. I'm so glad you got your sacred urn back. Yeah, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that comes back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Oh, of course. Cyclops again. What do you think this means, Nick? It means a person that holds the secret to the mystery of the urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Before I go consider that thought, let me just take a look real quick. I think still the same. I probably have what I need to probably break this cyclock, so I'm gonna at least attempt it. Or worst case, I go back and go talk to Mrs. Delight, I guess, some more. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same, but it could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn was submitted at the trial's genuine? Like I'm looking at this backwards. Have any evidence the urn was genuine? Oh, duh, the calling card. No. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna still submit more evidence. Part of me was also worried that the mistakes I made in the trial portion would carry over, but I guess not. I have an idea what to eat though. Probably the picture that of the mask holding the box holding the suspicious box of mystery. Okay, or not. Or maybe I need to wait for Pearl to come back with the actual urn. Because I don't have any actual evidence. I have evidence of Abby being smacked in the back, being smacked in front, and getting smacked in the forehead, but that's all that information I have. Okay, so I don't have what I need just yet then. Also, I realize I'm going a little bit over time, but I want to get more of this investigation portion figured out. All right, let's go to Narcissist's agency, I guess. Man, this place is literally a corner of cops. Well, what do you expect? Now they actually know that he was actually Master Mask. This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess I try to make up for it by tearing the place apart. I just noticed Gumshoe's nowhere to be seen. Well, he's a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But was he in charge of the Master Mask investigation all the way to yesterday? Well, the murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? Say something like a good murder case, pal. Well, points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, man. Yeah, nothing's really changed. I might have just a placeholder, I guess. Or maybe something else will happen. I'm not sure. Right, it has to be relevant. Maybe I do have what I need without the urn. Do you know about this? Oh, is that a letter addressed to my Ronnie? Sorry, but I hate it when people poke their noses into other people's business. Well, it looks like Mr. Light doesn't know about it. Which means she has no idea that her husband was being blackmailed. That's Ronnie's wallet. Well, it's Ronnie's maybe secured the night of the murder. Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. Okay, so that's true then. He must have dropped at the crime scene. Oh, I know what that is. That's one of those keycards from Ronnie's company. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen one. It's probably because Ron doesn't work there anymore. Not relevant. That's not relevant. What about... Oh, I know. That's Ronnie's boss, that CEO guy. Well, now he's an Xbox. I mean, ex-boss. Somebody killed him last night. Well, naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you. Really? Bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams. But that was just so he could work him like a slave. Did Mr. Delight ever have a problem with Mr. Buller himself? Even if he did, you think he should ever tell you about it? Well, Ronnie has had a time to complain about that kind of thing. I tried to get him to talk to me about work, but he never would. Oh, that's the guy who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He's got some issues, doesn't he? Naughty. This says he's learning to tell is pretty obvious. Pretty sad too, obviously, actually. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about him are his lame pickup lines. It's even more sad is said man probably believes in those like they're his lifelines. Oh, looks like you blew it again, right? Huh? I'll never forgive that man. Trying to pin his own crimes on my Ronnie. Well, I don't blame you. All criminals are the same. They're nothing but filthy, sneaking liars. I hate their guts. Okay, I think we get it. And I think I can see why Ron didn't tell her about how he was earning that money. Okay. You know, even I didn't know this statue existed until a little while ago. Did Adrian say it was from a Faith branch family's training hall or something? Yeah, there are actually quite a lot of training halls scattered all around the country. Hidden away deep in desolate mountains. Why does it always have to be desolate mountains? Not relevant, okay. Probably sure was a good kid. Yeah, but she tends to let her imagination get the best of her now. That's one of those things I like about her, Sally. Stopping in the way she did, she's a tough one, alright. Telling me, I think she knocked a few teeth loose. And she's only 9, but it's amazing how emotionally strong she is. Well, the only family she has left is her only cousin, Maya. I'm gonna have to really buckle down and get serious. Well, you are the future master of the current channeling technique after all. Yeah, then I had to play the part of Big Sister too. Apparently, and you, Nick. It looks like I was born yesterday. Okay. I mean, I still see the same stuff, but I just don't see anything that's really changed. I mean, I could tell there's something obvious that something happened with the paint and the urn and the box, obviously. I'm just trying to see how it all interconnects, and I don't see what they expect us to do with to point out the contradictions with that one. Got the whole exhibit be brightened up by something shiny and gold. That's why I went to the trouble of borrowing it from a branch family's training hall. Well, Ghost Statue's totally cool in my book. It arrived rather late, so I thought I wouldn't be able to put it on display. Wait, it looks like the statue was moved on the night of theft. Do you know anything about that? No, it certainly wasn't me that moved it. Why is she so flustered all of a sudden? Your home was copyrighted by Lloyd Taylor's department store. I took a close look on it the day after the theft. Tie step in the photo is definitely real. Okay, same thing. Then Abby said he got hit in the back of the head with this by the thief. But that was obviously a lie. If it turned out Abby was a real thief, it's still hard to believe. Right. Okay, maybe I do have everything I need. I'm just being really bad with thinking about what I need. Have any evidence that the urn was submitted to be genuine? Genuine. I already tried the calling card, I tried the picture. She got suspicious when I pointed the statue at it, so maybe it could be that. I already tried throwing the security camera photo and that wasn't the answer. Maybe it is the statue. Nope. Yeah. It might be an issue of it might be something I get from the other side lock I need to do first. I don't have what I need now. That's what my gut telling me. Since everything else I have is like not even relevant to the claim I'm trying to make. No, it wasn't here. It's the office. Okay, I'll bite. Deny the crime. Deny the crime. Were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go to see Mr. Light? But that was... And this is this. Is there any chance you stuck out of work last night too? I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what. I'll bet you $1. $1? Wow, that's confidence. With that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face. It was I left my position, or are you just trying to pull my chain? Wallet? Take that. This wallet? You know something about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Light just yesterday. Yeah, break. Can't exactly remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that just happened yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock in the morning. No, that's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. And what's that? My shift that day didn't start till 10 p.m. The murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murder had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. But I have the feeling he doesn't get the seriousness of this. Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. The card, probably? Yeah, because the card was used at 1. And that's the only thing I have. Oh, so that's not the same. Tears 100 grand, crowns 150. So they're all incrementing. Understood. Yeah, it has to be the card. Take that. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. but I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. All that keycard data was already made public in the trial today. I didn't know that. Any kind of request or info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was open with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 AM, the time of the murder. No way. Yeah, somebody used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 o'clock on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. There, you can't take your responsibility this time. Okay, at least I'll simpler than the other one. If I knew it, it's all my fault. It's all my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry. There's nothing I could do. I have an important issue to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? Donna happened. You're Donna? Got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said I had to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy sucked me right in to kiss her. Normally, I'm the one who does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah? So, is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's not my fault. How could I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? Man, he's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy. Hey, Nick? Is there anything I could do? Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it, I swear. Larry. Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we got? That's right, maybe we'll at least get one bit of useful information from him. Alright, Eki, evidence you finally. Oh, wrong button. So what about this? A love letter from me? No, sorry. It's a blackmail letter. And Nani? How'd you know about that, Maya? Huh? How much is Alexis demanding this time? Who's Alexis? Didn't we show this letter yesterday too? Pretty sure we did. Oh. Oh, that's the wallet I found. Found it when he stuck out of work to get socked in the kisser, right? Yes, sneak out of work to get socked in the kisser. If only I had been more responsible at work. I might have spotted the murder on the monitor like I was supposed to. You really do feel bad, don't you? Yeah, well... Maybe it's all for the best. I think it's brought Desi and I closer together. Just like they say, every clown has a silver lining. You guys see that old water glass has half full, am I right? Larry, please. Don't forget, Nick, half full. So, was this a card that was used by the culprit that night? Well, going off the serial number, then yeah. This card can be used to open the CEO's office at 1 o'clock in the morning. Your client had this card, right? It's no brainer. He's the killer, man. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like a heart's connected to yours, Maya. And Nani? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am. Wow, that's pretty good. Thanks. I try. You think you could tell us about this buzzer now? Yeah, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. What about this? Right now, relevant. Your boss? Sierra Company was a pretty good guy. Huh? Really? Yeah, you bet. You know how I'm not really good at working hard, right? Right, I kinda noticed. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry. In return, just don't expect much pay. I see. Guess he had to follow some kind of dumb law about having security here in the building. So, in order to pay the lowest wage possible, he went to the bottom of the barrel. To be honest, I really look up to the boss. If I ever grow to be a CEO, I want to be just like him. Don't worry, Nick. I promise I'll hire you for security. Okay, tell me your secrets. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why'd you come to CEO's office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. That's to protect the police detective there, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off tonight? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did. I couldn't have possibly made a mistake either. You think you could just take one more look from me? Pretty please? Okay, just can't say no to you, man. What do you think, Nick? It's probably right. I don't think even Larry will make a mistake like... What? What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake. Huh? But how? Can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once in the morning, at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened? Really? Are you serious? It's terrible. It can't be. Buzzer went off once at 1:02 at October 12 in the CEO's office. Now, can I present this to you? No. No, it's not relevant. This is more stuff to examine out. Don't see anything new. That's a little more cycle though, but I don't see anything new to really look at. Oh, except we could finally talk to except we could finally go talk to Light, but I'm gonna save it. I realize I'm way over time. And yeah, when we come back next time, we talk to Light. Maybe get those Cyclops taken care of that Adrian Andrews is hiding behind. And maybe we get to the next part of the trial. Who knows? Yeah.